big game hunters are used to adapting to their prey's habitat. But that takes on a whole new meaning in the windswept and foreboding tundra of Canada's Nunavut province. The Inuit of the Baker Lake community have learned that to survive and prosper here, a hunter must follow the rules that have proven true for thousands of years. But that doesn't mean they are afraid of the future.
Like a lot of these little villages, Baker Lake is the only way they can supply the food source and the fuel and everything else that comes in here. Most of it comes in by barge. The food and other supplies can come in by airplane, but most of it comes in by barge. So like a lot of villages, in this particular villages, there's an estimated population of 1,800 people. And there's a lot of things going to make this little village change right now. You got some mining going on, and they expect this town to grow to approximately 300 more people just with the mining and what's going on through Baker Lake. Baker Lake, it's the center of Canada, all of Canada. A place where traditionally they hunted caribou here to keep the village going, and we've came to hunt caribou too. Boy, you can see the wind. She's really, really choppy, and we got to go across that, hold those white caps and head out that way about 50 or 60 miles. Doesn't look like it's going to happen today, but that's what they make tomorrows for.
Respecting the weather is rule number one when hunting the far north. And today, Bob Folkrod tips his hat to Mother Nature. Out on the tundra, his quarry awaits.
Transportation for all of Bob Folkrod's hunting adventures is provided by Victor Chevrolet. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
The treeless expanse of the tundra gives the wind free rein, and once again the weather is too violent to hazard a crossing of Baker Lake. Heading up the Thelon River to the Inuits' traditional hunting grounds should leave them less exposed, and they prepare to give it a try. Once, Bob's guides would have made this trip in caribou skin parkas. Now, they don survival suits.
One of the things I like about coming to the Arctic, I guess, is the adventure of it all. You take, especially in the cold months when it's really April, March, in that vicinity, and you've got freezing temperatures, you got to have a lot of respect for these people that can take you out and bring you back safely, and for themselves to survive in this area. There's a lot of places in the lower 48 that you figured if you got stuck out there at nighttime you could survive, but this is one of them places that you might need the help of other folks. I see people in hunting camps all the time. They'll have a Gore-Tex jacket on, and they'll have a cotton shirt on and under it, and I guess part of my job as being on this Gore-Tex team is try to educate. The nice thing about Gore-Tex is everything from your skin outward needs to breathe. I use EnduraSkin from Bass Pro. I'll put on a Polar Tech on over that if it's colder with a windstopper shirt. And obviously my pack light is what I wore for this trip, but let's say I'm walking, let's say it's pretty nice, like the weather's pretty nice right now, I've just got the windstopper sweater on. But if I was going to hike to the top of the hill, the windstopper sweater would come off and I would just have the EnviroSkin and the windstopper shirt. I can strip down, and if it was all on, and I worked up a sweat, if I stopped and glassed for a little bit, it would continue to air out. It would let that moisture escape even if I had my rain suit on. That's the key right there. Everything from your skin all the way out needs to breathe. That's the only way Gore-Tex can work for you. It's fantastic. There's no reason for you to be uncomfortable today. Just remember one thing. First thing you put on next to your skin needs to be able to breathe, and every layer after that needs to breathe. It doesn't do any good to have their first layer be able to breathe. Stop it with a cotton shirt so that can't possibly get rid of the moisture, and then put a Gore-Tex on over it. If you layer up this way, trust me, not only will you be comfortable, but you have a big smile on your face saying, boy, this stuff really does work.
Bob Folkrod's hunting gear includes a 300 short mag, Winchester 180 grain Nosler ballistic tip bullets, Swarovski optics, Redhead Polar Tech base layers, and Redhead Extreme Elements outerwear.